It's an Almanac tradition that stretches back 2 decades. On the Friday before Thanksgiving, we share some Turkey Day recipes. We're thrilled this year to be joined by Chef Robert Ulrich with Mendeberry Cafe and Wine Bar in Mendota Heights. What are you going to make for us tonight?
Well, thank you for having me, Mary. Well, tonight we're going to do an appetizer I'm going to bring actually to a friend's house at Thanksgiving night.
So as a chef, you don't host Thanksgiving?
This time not. I'm going to
pass?
kind of take a break this time.
Yeah.
And so I'm going to make a little quick bruschetta. And I think there's something very simple to make at home for anybody. And I thought that's kind of fun to present. Right?
What do we use?
Well, if you want to pass me that butternut squash there, what we actually do is we're going to split this in half. And we're roasting this butternut squash and very slowly.
And I'll quiz you here, fresh, local.
Absolutely.
Yes.
This is from Minnesota Farms.
Absolutely.
That's what Mendeberry stands for. We do a lot of local grown produce. And, you know, squash season, pumpkin season is definitely in right now.
Absolutely.
With the turkey time, right? And this is what we do. We scrape this out. And we season the butternut squash with some fun spices. We have some balsamic vinegar, some salt, some pepper, some nutmeg. And I'm going to bring up a bowl here.
And we might tell people that they should recognize you from our Farm Fresh road trip. You were a part of that show, cooking
thank
at
you.
your restaurant.
Well, we did the Apfelstrudel there, right?
Apfelstrudel, you say it much better than I do.
So we season this up with some kosher salt. And you know, you can get very creative with this stuff here. I'm just going to keep it simple with some of those ingredients.
Simple with how many ingredients out here, Robert?
Yeah, I know. I change my mind frequently. So, you know, I had first 3 bowls here, and then before I came to the show, I have, 12 now. So, but that's me. So I work like that.
The classic brown sugar in the cavity, though. Everybody will know that.
Absolutely. This makes it nice and sweet. It's kind of molded together, and then some garlic clove in there as well. And we're going to use some balsamic vinegar. Drop this in there.
And is that reduced?
That is reduced,
Okay,
you don't have to, but it's going to give you a little bit more of a deeper flavors here, and some fresh thyme. And then
great.
with this on temp, and then a little some water.
And why the water?
Just to give it some moisture. Although the butternut squash has some moisture, but it will help a little bit, so it won't dry out. And then what happens afterwards, you have those liquids, and you want to puree this all together. So it kind of marries those flavors, and it makes it much more flavorful. So this whole thing goes in the oven.
Yep, let's stick it in.
All right, absolutely.
Yep. And while that's in, what do you suggest we do?
Well, when we have this in right now, we're going to cut up some bread. And the bread here is some baguette or French bread. And if you have like say a panini machine at home, you can use that, or just like maybe an oven, and just gonna sprinkle that with some oil.
All right, we'll open up the panini press. This is a great new thing to be able to do with it.
Absolutely, there we go. And you can place those right in there.
Yep, here we go.
So
stick those in. And we have about a minute left here, Robert. Let's press those.
Absolutely.
And I think you have a finished product for us, right?
We do, yes, absolutely. So we have...
Through the magic of television.
Yep.
Voila.
I've been working hard here earlier. So we have this butternut squash roasted up, and we take that and basically kind of like scrape it up. You know? So we take this out of the cavity and scrape it up, mix it up in a bowl, and then what you actually gain is with this puree, will look like this, as such.
Okay, and then what do you do with that?
Yeah, well, and then we have the bread here, which is grilled up. And
I'll peek at our bread too. Hasn't burned here yet. Okay.
No, that's looking good. So when we do this, we kind of spoon this on, like nicely like this.
Beautiful.
And you know, this is really fantastic. This is like, has the sweet and salty, savory aromas in there, and the balsamic has a little bit some vinegar in there.
Great, and as you're finishing up here, we'll watch you finish and tell people they can get the recipe. It is already on the Almanac Facebook page right now. And if you'd like us to send it out to you, you can send us a self-addressed stamped envelope here at the station, 172 East 4th Street in St. Paul, Minnesota, 55101. And go visit Robert at Mendeberry in Mendota Heights.
Yeah, please stop by anytime.
Yeah, and jazz up your Thanksgiving. I love that an Austrian is embracing Thanksgiving here in Minnesota so well.
Yeah, I love the time. So it's definitely a great time to be together with some friends and family.
It's beautiful. Thank you, Robert.
Thank you.